ora everybody, welcome back to the Black Jersey. My name's Max and I'm the host of this channel. The Black Ferns have come away with a huge, big win over Canada, so we're going to do a bit of a match review on how their second match of 2022 was. A big thank you to my patrons and all of my returning subscribers as well. If you enjoy my channel, make sure you're one of the people hitting that subscribe button. Now into the match review. Just before kickoff started, I do have a few things to complain about. New Zealand Rugby Union, please guys, do more for women's rugby. I was not impressed by the crowd's turnout at all. It was just in Waitakere in Auckland, and the crowd definitely could have been better. Another issue, the ref's mic. Come on guys, test this stuff before a match. Just please. The basics, thank you. Anyway, over with the first minute, we saw some serious pace from Joanna Nganwu to kick the match off from lock. Canada did very well to shut down the Black Ferns' onslaught of attack and win a turnover in just the first minute. We saw there was far more moving of the ball in this match compared to last week, as this week it just wasn't raining as much. Canada take their time ahead of kicking for touch and they mull towards the try line, but luckily Luca Connor makes a try-saving turnover for the Black Ferns. Kaipo Olsen-Baker generates some go forward immediately, and Hazel Tubic then spots plenty of space for Aisha Leti-Iinga out wide, who gains about 40 or 50 metres on the left wing after she collects Tubic's kick. The Black Ferns are able to get a few more good runs rather. Tafito Lafaele was taken into touch though. In the 12th minute, Olsen-Baker runs off the scrum again. She lands about 7 metres from the try line. The ball just cannot get out of the ruck though. Canada's open side, Sarah Esvobada, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, please let me know if my pronunciation's good or not, and she's off her feet. Ruahei Demant, who's the Black Ferns captain, tells Hazel Tubic to take the 3. She does so, and so the Black Ferns have points on the board. It's 3-0. Canada tried to clean up their defence line after the Black Ferns bring even more tempo to the match, but an excellent counter-ruck by Tania Kalawuni-Vali and Pip Love really bring Canada's Jackler off her feet, and Hazel Tubic is able to slot another 3 points for a 6-0 lead. Canada do win the Black Ferns line out in the 19th minute though, and Shael Robbins-Areti recovers the kick downfield. This pass of hers is knocked on by Demant though, who has to get the ball for a tripping Amy Duplessis, who other than this did pretty decently on her debut. 21st minute, Duplessis is at the ruck 2 minutes later. She's ruled to have neck rolled Renee Gonzalez, so she is penalised. Canada do get a decent attack going for the first time in the match, and they kick for the corner after Kalawuni-Vali is penalised for a second time in the match. Canada's next few phases fail again though, the ball knocked on. 25th minute, we have Kendra Coxedge attempting to kick the ball down the field before Paige Ferries of Canada makes an excellent take. Joanna Nganwu manages a big run down the field though after Canada lose the ball again. Coxedge does lose the ball herself though, so Canada's scrum is just inside their own half. Taylor Perry tries to kick the ball out for Canada, but this time it's out on the full. Luca Connor wraps around the Black Ferns lineout and makes an excellent pass for Aisha Leti-Iinga to run through a big hole in Canada's defence. Kalawuni-Vali knocks the ball on for the second week in a row over the try line though, so she'll be feeling a bit brassed off that she couldn't get a try for the second week in a row. The poor thing, man. She's yellow carded in the 30th minute as well. After giving away a third penalty, Canada do attempt to capitalise with Gonzalez getting a very strong run on the wing. Canada try to go wide on the left wing then, but the ball, lost forward. 32nd minute, we have Amy Rule coming on for Alana Bremner, as the Black Ferns have to go for a scrum. Plenty of players are able to get some really good meters for the Black Ferns inside Canada's half. Canada kick the ball downfield though after they win yet another turnover. Hazel Tubic is able to recover this and gets very close to a 50-22 kick. With the Black Black Ferns failing to take any opportunities for the rest of the first half though, Canada patiently build an attack, and they try to make the most of their opportunities. They don't though. Alexandra Tessia's pass goes to touch, and the halftime score is 6-0 for the mighty Black Ferns. Things open up far more in the second half, just not initially though. Canada begin the second half defending inside their half of the pitch. Ruby Tui makes a great run off their clearing kick before Buisa, sorry, I'm trying to say these Canadian names, man, please let me know if I'm saying them correctly. She's the 6, she runs a great turnover for Canada, so good. Their jacklers, their open sides, they were just so good over the ball. The threat of dual open sides is starting to become even more present in women's rugby. I'm liking it. 45th minute, Canada do generate an attack. They build about 3 phases of pressure. We do see another knock on though, now that the rain is back again. Black Ferns look to run the ball out through Amy Duplessis, and the Black Ferns forwards in the 47th minute continue to build pressure. The ball goes wide. Shael Robbins-Reti and Hazel Chubik set Ruby Tui up for an amazing chip and chase try, which is her first ever in a 15s jersey. Hazel Chubik doesn't manage to convert, so the scoreline is 11-0. In the 50th minute, the Black Ferns storm off again post kickoff. Tui is unleashed on the wing, and we see some brilliant offloads from the type 5 forwards, including Luca Connor and Maya Roos. Pip Love makes a high tackle on Alex Tessia of Canada after the ball is lost. This is not a cardable offence though, and I really like what Scotty Stevenson, the commentator for Spark Sport, said about this. Pip Love's arm was clearly wrapping around Alex Tessia's neck, and yet it's not ruled a cardable offence. We've seen some red cards for the same thing in Super Rugby, and I just love that he put it so brilliantly and said, hey, women have a brain too. I could not agree more with Scotty Stevenson. We have to look after the physical health and mental health of both our female and male players. Please take head-high incidents more seriously, guys, okay? Anyway, that's probably my rant about the referee done. I'm not trying to offend the ref, I'm just trying to look after player safety, but 53rd minute, Canada kick for touch with their own line-out. Kaipo Olsen-Baker does attempt to kick their maul down, shut their maul down rather, but she's ruled offside. She's yellow carded for a side entry, and the timings got wrong there, so the Black Ferns are down to 14 again. Canada try to maul again, but Maya Roos, what a legend, she wins the try-saving turnover over the try line as she's holding up a Canadian maul. The Black Ferns make it all the way down to 10 metres in front of Canada's try line before Sarah Kaliju, please let me know about the Canadian names again. I'm trying my best. She wins the turnover in the 13 jersey for Canada. The Black Ferns turn the ball over in the scrum though. Plenty of phases are run until a penalty advantage ends, though Shael Robbins-Reti does look pretty badly injured. A long-awaited second try is scored for Maya Roos, just for the first time in her career. Well done. After the Black Ferns maul pushes her over. Such awesome stuff to see. The scoreline is finally starting to build a genuine momentum. Demant steps up for the kick rather than Hazel Chubik, so the scoreline remains at 16-0 for the Black Ferns. Canada have the ball for 3 straight minutes in the 66th minute, and they just can't get any breaks. Time is called off with Maya Roos and Amy Duplessis being seen by medical staff. They're okay. Canada get quite a few phases going, can't really generate anything yet again. Their second scrum collapse in the 71st minute allows for a third of a Black Ferns feed. Renee Whitcliffe, who led an amazing haka to start the match off, comes back from injury off the bench and gives an amazing pass to Sylvia Brunt, the 18-year-old on her debut for the Black Ferns, who runs an excellent line, a very strong run on debut. Kaipo Olsen-Baker comes through as a support runner. The ball goes backwards off her, but Canada do manage to recover the ball. Canada fail yet again to generate any decent attack by the 75th minute. and the Black Ferns make some hard carries through the likes of Alana Bremner. Aisha Leta-Ianga makes a great clean break, and she lands just 2 meters short of the try line. Chelsea Bremner, Alana's sister, then manages to get a pick and go, and she drives over for her first try in a black jersey. Ruahei Demant kicks the conversion to make the scoreline 23-0, and what do we have it? The Black Ferns are at it again. So good to see. Amy Duplessis still on the pitch despite a bit of leg cramp, makes a pretty good clean break straight off Arehiana Marino Tohinu's catching off the kickoff. Amy Duplessis makes an awesome offload once again to Ruby Tui, who finishes her match off with 2 tries. Stunning finish right there. Ruahei Demant does not manage the conversion, so the scoreline is 28-0, and the match finishes as 28-0 as Canada ends the match being held scoreless. In the last 3 years, we've seen both Canada's men's and women's teams get held scoreless by a team in the black jersey. It's not exactly ideal to see it happening to both genders of Canada's rugby, so I hope they can start improving a bit more. As you can tell, I don't know a ridiculous amount about Canadian rugby, so hopefully they can continue to improve, and that way I will learn more about Canadian rugby. If you're a big fan of Canadian rugby, send me a bunch of players to watch, things like that, so I can learn more about the nation and its rugby playing. And if you're a Black Fern supporter, you do me a favor, you comment how well the team did this afternoon in a very tense match which ended with a blowout scoreline. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you're a big fan, you can also donate to me over Patreon or my PayPal tip jar. Thank you very much, guys. What a game for the mighty Black Ferns, and I'll see you later.